Namaste and welcome back to today's episode of Mahabharata Matters. In the previous episode, we saw that Krishna had taken away all the mortal pains for Bhīṣma. He was now ready to talk to Yudhishthira and answer all his questions. Krishna said to Bhīṣma that Yudhishthira feels responsible for the war and the carnage it caused, so he is unable to shake off his grief completely. Bhīṣma called Yudhishthira to his side and said gently, "My dear child, taking something that belongs to others is adharma. A Kshatriya's duty is to protect dharma and punish the adharmis. You only did your duty as a Kshatriya. Yes, destiny too has a role to play, but to allow destiny to unravel itself, you had to perform your actions. Any event happens both due to destiny as well as the actions we undertake," he said. Yudhishthira was finally at peace to hear these words from the Kuru elder himself. He started asking his questions. He was a representative of others as well. He asked the questions he had, and then he asked the questions on everyone else's behalf too. Yudhishthira asked Bhīṣma, "Please enlighten me about the duties of a king. What should he be mindful of?" Bhīṣma started speaking. He enumerated many duties of a king. Here are some of them. He said, worshipping gods and Brahmins are the duty of a king. Brahmins impart knowledge. In a society where knowledge is flowing freely, there is no room for fear. That's probably why we pray, Brahmanas santu nirbhayaha. When the Brahmins are fearless, the entire society is peaceful. If the Brahmins are happy, the entire society is peaceful and fearless. Another virtue for a king is truth. He should be truthful always. Good conduct is essential. Self-control, humility, and righteousness are all part of this conduct. Justice. This should be the very guiding principle for governance. The king should never oppress the weak. Intelligence, to keep the country safe and know the weaknesses of his enemies. Straightforwardness, rujusvabhava, no crookedness in his demeanor. Firm but not fierce. His subjects should respect him but not be afraid of him. Choosing able subordinates. Right person for the right job. His subordinates should be as efficient as him. Forgiving but not weak, so that no one takes advantage of his meek nature. Alertness so that he doesn't get ambushed by his enemies. People are like his children. Just as a mother puts the baby in her womb ahead of herself, the king should always give priority to his people. Trust but verify. He should believe in others but still make sure that they are trustworthy. Gaupyata, secrecy. Some things about the stately affairs should be kept a secret and not shared with anyone ahead of time. Dealing with a variety of problems that he may face as a king. Treating his servants well. Pleasant speech. Improving the infrastructure of the country for the benefit of the society. A treasury that is filled abundantly to be used for the benefit of his subjects. Have an able army to protect the country from its enemies. He should know that it is not wrong to employ devious methods against his enemies to protect his countrymen. In short, a good king is he under whom the people are living in freedom and happiness. Such a society will be healthy and peaceful. The prime duty of a king is to protect the happiness of his subjects. Yudhishthira asked, why is there a need for a king and why is he called a Rajan? He is just like any other human being. In fact, there could be people more intelligent or courageous than him as well. Why is it that everybody has to respect this one person and call him as a king? Why is he more powerful than everybody else? Bhīṣma said, eons ago, there was no king or consequences for the actions of people. There was no need for them both. But as time passed, people became greedy and started taking what did not belong to them rightfully. There was chaos everywhere. Then the gods approached Brahma and pleaded him to control the chaos in the world. Then, in order to keep order in the society, he established rules for dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. To make sure that these rules are enforced and followed by everyone, a system of a leader or a commander was established. There was a person by name Prithu. He was crowned as king. He milked the earth and made it yield 7 varieties of crops for all beings. Hence, earth is also called Prithvi. Since King Pruthu had protected the afflicted people, he was called a Kshatriya. Kshatam Trayate iti Kshatriya, one who protects the afflicted. Since he pleased everyone, they called him Rajan, one who pleases everyone and makes them happy. It is said that Bhagavan Vishnu had entered into Pruthu. Hence, king came to be known as a representative of God. These discussions about Rajadharma, Apadharma and Moksha sadhanas were very elaborate between Bhīṣma and Yudhishthira. Keeping time in mind, we will not dive deeper into these discussions. We will end Shanti Parva here and begin Anushasana Parva next. So, what are our takeaways from today's story? The instructions given by Bhīṣma were so precise and timeless that the leaders of even today's era can draw from them. They may not be called kings today, but they are still leaders. Hence, this knowledge is still very relevant. With these thoughts, we come to the end of today's episode. Remember, in this series, we are discussing matters of Mahabharata because even today, Mahabharata matters. Hari Om!